guys, it's your girl Natalie, the one true diamond, coming at you. I know I have been MIA, missing in action, and I just had not made a video. I have not felt like making a video, but I felt like I would come on. I know some of you might know who follow me on other social media like Facebook or Instagram. I did post a picture there, but I just have not felt much like making a video, and I really don't feel much like making a video today, but I feel like I should make a video. Yeah, I don't know if y'all even know what I mean. I'm just so it's just been tough. On Saturday, I was just relaxing. I was planning on going out to finish up my deals on Saturday, and I got a call from my sister telling me that our cousin had contacted her and told her that my dad was not feeling well and they had to rush him to the emergency room. So I called my other cousin to see what she knew about it, and so she called my aunt to find out. And son. And so she called me back and she told me, you need to go ahead over to the hospital, that, they took him to the urgent care in the town that he lives in, and he was complaining of pressure to his head and he couldn't breathe. And she said they had him at the emergency room. Now they're performing CPR. So, instantly as a nurse, I just automatically was like, oh my God, this is not good. This is not a typical, just not feeling well visit to the hospital. So immediately I began to rush and get my clothes on and everything. And, by the time I got there, my aunt and the aide who helps look out for him, he has like a little aide that comes in a couple of hours a day, do a little cooking and like housework. My dad was still getting around and stuff, but he still had somebody to come in, to do little things like that for him. And his wife is there, and they said that they hadn't been in, they were in, that he was talking to him. My dad told my aunt he wasn't going to smoke anymore. I guess he thought that was contributing to his not being able to breathe. He said, I'm never going to smoke again. I'm putting those cigarettes down. And that's how bad his breathing was. He said then he got to the point of where he told them, I can't breathe. So they let the nurse know, and immediately, they had them go out in the hallway and they started performing CPR. And even when I got there, they still was working on him. You could hear him, and you could hear the machines and the defibrillators and things, and them using all those things. And we sat out there, and then finally a nurse and a doctor came out, and they were like, where's his wife? And I knew the look on that doctor's face, that nurse's face. I just knew that look. And his wife is real nervous, real timid. It's like it took her forever to get up the hallway. I'm like, am I going to go push you so that they can tell us what's going on, And, it's just that she was very timid, very scared. She didn't want to come down there because she knew it was bad news. So we went in a family room, and they told us that, my dad's heart had stopped. They were able to revive it, but there was very low electrical current on it. They decoded again, and they tried, and that his heart was not beating on his own. There was nothing, and he was gone. So my father passed away. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this video. That's why it's just kind of too early to make a video, because every time I do, I just start stressing, and I start having chest pains every time I talk about it. And I do apologize. But my father passed away on Saturday. So, it's just been like in a whirlwind. So unreal, because he was not sick. Like, you expect when someone is sick, you can kind of accept it better for something just all of a sudden to just happen. And I know his wife had told me that for the last few months, he had not been laying down in the bed. He had been sleeping up in the recliner, because when he lay down, it felt like he was going to choke. And, you know, that to me was a sign of congestive heart failure right there, that he was in congestive heart failure. And I just don't know how good he was taking care of himself, or if he was ignoring it, or if he was talking to his doctors about it. I don't know. But I do know that my birth father has passed away. And I know if you've been following me a while, you know, I always say I had two dads, you know, because I have my birth father and I have my stepfather, who actually helped to raise us from like small kids on up to where we are now. Yeah, and then if you've heard my story before, then you know that it took my husband, you know, I always talk about him, you know, sometimes in a negative light, but there was some good about him. And I hope I've said that in the videos before, you know. He did have some good about him, because he helped me to reconcile with my father after all those years, because I felt like, you know, he had just left us, and, you know, we struggled, and I felt like maybe we wouldn't have struggled as hard, you know. We left my mom, you know, she had 4 kids and a baby in her belly, and left, you know, her with no education, taking care of her mom, who couldn't take care of herself, my grandma. And it was just hard. It was tough for us, but I was able to reconcile with him. And, you know, it's tough. It's very tough right now. And, you know, there's a lot of other things, like financially, that there are things, and I just feel like the burden has just been on me, you guys, because my dad had insurance, but he let his insurance lapse. And I'm like, why didn't he tell somebody that he didn't have insurance? Why didn't he ask for the monies? And I know sometimes it's hard to probably come to your kids who you feel like your relationship is shaky anyway, but I just wish he would have, because, you know, that's one thing that I have learned, and my mom has instilled in us, to make sure you have insurance, because you don't want to be a burden on your family. And I'm saying this to someone who might be younger than I am. Some older people might be in the same boat too, but make sure you have insurance. And ever since, you know, I've known myself to be working, I have kept an insurance policy on me and the kids, because I know that, you know, one day that's going to happen, you know, and you don't want to be a burden, and you don't want your family to be struggling. And, you know, that's kind of how it is now. And so I've just been having real bad headaches, because funerals are not cheap. And of course, I did not, you know, we didn't go get the most expensive things when we picked him out. You know, we tried to stay with the bare minimum, but to put him away decently, you know. And it has been tough, you guys, trying to figure out, you know. And I just thank God. I'm gonna tell you guys, I am so glad that God, or whoever, I'm saying God, because I think God put a stop. I think he threw a monkey wrench in my plans as far as marrying Gooba and bringing him here to the States and things, because, and, you know, that's a story in its own, you know, that I haven't really talked much about that, but, you know, I just thank God for Derek. And, you know, I just thank God for him in my life. I just feel like, you know, God was like, no, that's not the man I have for you. This is the man that I have for you. And I was planning on doing a whole video on this after I kind of got settled and some things got going and everything. But I haven't made that video yet, but that's my plans, is to talk about relationships and waiting on God, and, you know, being patient and waiting on him, and God will fix those things out for you like never before. But I'm telling you, this man has helped me out so much financially, things that I would not have been able to do. And I just thank God for him, because I just don't know how I would have came up with these monies that I had to come up with. And he didn't even bat an eye. He did not even think. And not just saying he's the perfect man for me because he can give me financially. Not just saying those things because of that, because there's so much more to it than that. It's like, I've always told you, he is my BFF. He is my best buddy. He knows things before I think. It's like we think alike. And sometimes I joke him and say, you know, that's scary when I start thinking like you know, and stuff like that. But always have been my rock, my confidant, my confidant, someone that I go to. I don't have to worry about it. I know I'm going to keep it real. Y'all know I always tell y'all, he is my voice of reasoning. When I feel like I'm going to go off an edge and just go do something out the way, he'll be like, Nat, and I just think what you said that you wanted to do is you really don't need to do that right now. Why don't you wait? Do such right now. And, you know, and he's just always been there for me. And this time, he didn't bat an eye. And he was like, Nat, stop worrying. God is going to work it out for you. And as much as I say, have faith in God, that when something comes like this, it just shook me and I couldn't see a way. I could not see a way out of no way. There was no way, any way possible. I could see it, but he could. And, you know, God worked that thing out through one of my uncles as well as Derek. And this uncle is not even his blood brother. He married my aunt. Him and Derek, I'm going to tell you, it's a blessing. It is truly a blessing. And, you know, I just can't stop thanking God for placing people in my life like that, you know. And he's like, nah, I don't even think about it or worry about it, because I know without a shadow of a doubt you would do the same thing for me. And that is true. I would do it if it was in my means. I would figure out a way on how to do it to get what I needed to do to help him. And that is God's honest truth. And so, you know, so my Valentine's Day wasn't all what I wanted to be. You know, I wanted to go to the Japanese steakhouse, but I told him I don't even feel like dressing up and going out. And, you know, so we did go out to eat. We went to the Texas Steakhouse and just had a low-key Sunday brunch meal, because I really did not feel like just going out or celebrating. But, you know, we had our Valentine's in our own special way. So, you know, the best to be, you know. So it has been so tough, you guys. And I'm just now getting out of the house. It's like 5 something. I've just been kind of laying around moping, and every time I think about it, like, you know, you think you have somebody with you forever. You guys, don't take anybody for granted. Don't take it for granted. If those relationships are not what they should be, I'm telling you, make those relationships what they are. I have no regret, because I know my father knows that I love him. I know that he went on knowing that his daughter cares about him, that we have reconciled, knowing that, you know, the thing that I'm going to miss is that holidays and birthdays, I'm going to get a call from him. He's not going to say much, because he is the quiet type. It's like, he'd be like, come on, Dad, well, say something. But he was the quiet type, but he would always call to let you know that he's thinking about you, you know, and want to know how you're doing, you know. So I'm going to miss that about him, you know. And it's tough. It really is tough. It really is. But I'm here. I'm hanging on. You know, I thank you all who have sent me messages on Instagram as well as Facebook. Thank you, GMG Pullum. Thank you for your prayers. I saw your video. Did not respond because I was in a fog. So forgive me. I didn't respond on the video. But I'm telling you now, thank you. I appreciate, you know, everybody, every prayer, every kind word, every thought, you know, about me, you know. And y'all continue to pray for Miss Natalie, because like I said, it is tough. You know, I just been having chest pains. I've just been stressing out. I've been moping. I've been having my moments of crying, and I'm glad I made it through this video without a tear in my eye. That's why I hadn't made a video, because I'm like, I can't. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry, you know. But I think I need to get it out, because I don't really want to cry. But, you know, how can you say you don't want to cry in November? I don't. Oh my God. I just, y'all pray that God help me to hold up, you know. My girlfriend, she kind of laughs at me now, because I was laid over in my husband's coffin crying, boo-hoo, and she had to get me out of the coffin. Oh God, my son had to come get me from my grandma, and I'm like, oh my God. You know, I don't do well at funerals, but it's something that we all have to do. So y'all just keep me in your prayers. I'm going to get off here for now. And I do have some hauls that I need to do. I did do a little Rite Aid, but I wasn't even in the mood to actually do much, but I did do some. And I did do some Dollar Tree, trying to get my mind off of things. So later